Hey, welcome back to Zero to Realtor. I've been out for a few weeks. I've been doing some different things. I have been a little bit on the busy side, but that's no excuse. It really has more to do with sort of fear on my side. I'm really not someone that's comfortable making videos, so this is my honest perspective. You know, so I wanted to share. I think it's an important video. I've seen some out there where I've seen some negative comments. Well, you always get two sides of a coin. I think every angle has a different story, and I wanted to share my perspective of teams versus solo agent and give you my honest perspective on it. And if you're like me, if you are serious about your business and you want to succeed, you have to be willing to put your ego aside and do whatever it takes, do whatever you have to do to make yourself better. So when I say that, some people are okay with it's okay if I struggle. It's okay if I go slowly and jog along. But to me, I come from my perspective was, okay, so I've tried this for the first 6 months and this is the results. Can I get better results if I were to join a team? And you want to interview the different teams, and see what is it that they have to offer. What is the pitch? What are you going to do to help me get some leads? Are you going to be able to help me? Can we help each other? Could this be a win-win situation? At the end of the day, this is what you want. You want a win-win situation for both. So team versus solo. Okay, so I've already tried this for the first 6 months. So, you can always go in with the angle of, can we try this for 6 months and see, and you also want to make sure you read the fine prints if you have to, you sign with a team, and in many ways, I think if it doesn't work out, I think, you mutually agree to part ways and, stay as a solo agent or to join another team, whatever it takes. But I wanted to share my take on this issue. So if you're like me, okay, I have no experience. I do have a circle of influence that, may not be as large as you will find from a team. So part of it has to do with, to get going, it is really hard. Becoming an agent, this is not something that you start, and unless you have 3 or 4 family members that are buying at the same time when you're just starting off, it's not like you're gonna come out the door, running. So you have to weigh in the balance. How are you gonna go about your business? How are you gonna build? And how are you gonna keep the momentum going? So, obviously I've been trying some things. I've been doing open houses. I have gotten, I have gotten one sale packed down. I got my first one. So you're eager to make your second. So, the one thing that I think where a team can really help out is they already have a system that it's already working. It's almost like, I think about it like you're a train at a train station. You just started your career and you want to know, how do I put this thing in gear? How do I get rolling? And, if you got your first sale like I did, well, you sort of learn how to put it into first gear, but how do you get it into second gear? How do you get it into third gear? And this is where some teams, they do run like a well-oiled machine. In other words, they are running. It's a business. It rolls. There is constant listings. There's constant sales. There's a system in place that is moving. In other words, you're joining a moving train that's already going at a set speed. You're just trying to get going. So I think that's where the biggest difference is. So I think joining a team can be beneficial. Remember that you, as a single agent wanting to get better, what's going to make you better is, one is time and experience. So what kind of experience? Well, if you're looking at let's say the top agents in your market, and you see how they function, you see how they roll, you want to try to imitate that. So that means that you need to get with the program. So I think that's where a team comes in, and it's beneficial because you come in and, okay, so what do you do? Okay, well, they have that system, they share it with you. They have a way of getting leads, helping you get leads, and one of the examples is, I'll do an open house for 123 Mississippi. So my team leader, he would do a Facebook lead generation advertisement, and he would send me leads that have clicked on that 123 Mississippi, and say, hey, there's some buyers that, he may even say, hey, I got some buyers that called me for 123 Mississippi. I send them over to you. Give them a call. And that has happened, more than a few times where I am following up with people. So besides you trying to do it on your own, you have a team and you have a system that is helping you to make contacts and to follow up and to learn that part of the business also. And I think that is where joining a team could be really, really beneficial, and a way for you to learn how to get your business on track and how to get going. So I've heard some stories about, where and every team works differently, and I'm gonna tell you, depending on where you are in the country, the way teams go about, they all do things differently. How they go about getting their leads, whether they use Zillow, whether they use cold calling, whether they use, my team leader, I can tell you his niche is Facebook target ads. So this is, he lives in a demographic area of where this home is. So if this home is in, like we're here in Lakeland, Florida, and he will target an ad to the Facebook for this particular home, and when somebody clicks on it because they live in this area and they click on it, I get an email, I get a phone number, and it goes and it's assigned to me. So this is stuff. This is information that I'm getting. Had I been doing this on my own, I wouldn't, I would be at zero. So I think that joining a team can be beneficial, and I think what you need to keep in perspective is, what is the end goal? I can tell you that the end goal for me is, number one is getting better, learning, getting experience, and at the end of the day, learn how to be like these top agents, where I'm running in, I'm in third, fourth, and fifth gear. I'm running with it. So I think overall, this is where you want to be. So I would highly, highly recommend a team. If you're solo, if you're struggling, you're going to come into a situation where you are doubting yourself. You are thinking, what did I get into? Is this worth it? Am I going to keep paying these fees? And not everybody is in the same situation. So, if the thing about joining a team is you are integrating yourself into a system that's already working, especially if this is with a top performing or with a high producing agent. So I think it can be of great benefit to you as an individual agent just starting out. You can have somebody that's one is helping you out, teaching you the ropes, helping you with the contracts, helping you with your mistakes. Hey, you're missing a signed document, you're missing this or you're missing that, and you need to improve in this area or you need to improve in that area, and this is stuff that you're not gonna get on your own. So my perspective, my honest perspective is, yes, I think joining a team could be of great benefit. For some people, they may just love the challenge. I'm gonna do this on my own, and I'm gonna push forward, and I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna tell you, not everybody out there has the same drive. Not everybody has the same determination, and I'm not saying that I didn't have a drive or I don't have a determination. I do. Here is my drive and here's my determination. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to succeed. And if that means I'm gonna go under somebody's wing and I'm gonna learn, and I'm putting my ego aside. This isn't about me. It's about my future. It's about it's about growing. It's about learning. And let's face it, we are new in this business. So at the end of the day, what do you want to do with your business? Solo versus team. The choice is really up to you. I know what choice I made, and maybe in the future you might want to join my team. Hey, anything is possible.